Hi, Jan here.
Hello, it's Sharon.
Welcome to Foppy
Mustard
Loving Life,
Twins.
the Mustard Twins on Foppy Loving Life. And it is... What am I doing here?
Yes. What did I come in here for?
What did I come in here for? I've forgotten the title of the video.
I haven't been doing many.
Yeah, I've been a bit distracted with obviously the holiday videos. Again, mainly for me and Dump, but some of you have watched them and some of you have loved them. But anyway, so yeah, hi. How have you all been? Thanks for tuning in. We've bought the Nosey Jug back for today. Yeah, we got just a usual chat.
Yes.
Karen's got Karen?
Karen? Who's Karen?
Sharon has got an update on the accident we'd spoke about in the last one.
Yes, which
so what's happened with the
2
car?
months ago now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. It's end of September.
Never even thought about
October.
that. We were chatting about it just now before I turned the camera on, and I hadn't even given it a thought. It's been that
2
long.
months. So Jan has very kindly been let me drive
The Twingo.
Big Willie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which has been a godsend.
It's just enabled you to get around locally at least, hasn't it? So.
Yes, and it's allowed me to not call on you every 5 minutes to drive me somewhere. So, that's been, fantastic. It means I've been able to get to French on my own and things like that, bit shopping or whatever. So that's been brilliant.
Sharing the driving as we normally do, isn't it, really?
Yes. But yes, I got an email yesterday. Well, I'd found out just over a week ago that it was likely the car was going to get written off, which surprised us really because the estimate I'd had for the repairs, the difference between the two was quite large. So that was unexpected. But yesterday I got an offer amount which is reasonable. So
what we couldn't make out as well. I especially couldn't make out if that. To me, it was all they do now is take a panel off, put it back on. I couldn't see why they couldn't do that unless it had really damaged. I mean, you know how hard it hit, but had it damaged the axle or anything like that?
The main
inside?
thing seemed to be, and the guys who came and had a look at it from the local garage said this, that there was an internal bit of metal that instead of being like that had got shunted, and that's why I couldn't open the passenger door as well.
Oh right, okay. Oh, because it was that side, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, it could be that they underestimated how much.
Yeah, they could have come back to you later for more, couldn't they?
Yeah, that it was going to take. But anyway, it does mean it's nearly over.
Yeah.
And I've got to make a decision.
You've had an offer now on what money they can give her, or they're going to give her so she can get another car.
Yes. Options then would be, do I go ahead and just get another 5-year-old car, or I go down the lease car option, which I have been considering, and it also means I could have a new electric car. I've been looking at the Dacia Spring. I've been looking at it for a while, haven't I?
Oh God, you've been looking at it when you bought that car. The thing is with electric, most of you have probably got electric, but it's them other things you've got to consider, isn't it? You can't really do a long distance unless you've got a really expensive one that you can have a long drive in.
Yes, yeah.
Every time you do a trip, you've got to add on at least an hour for charging. Stopping.
Yeah.
So it's lots of things to think about, which really makes it more appealing to have a small one that you can use just locally.
Yes, yeah. And as I was saying to Jan, I think having had the accident, it's kind of put me off doing as many miles as I normally do in a year.
Confidence, it isn't what it was when you used to drive.
And also the more miles you drive, the more chance you've got of having an accident.
Well, logically, yeah, but it
is my first accident for.
You never used to think at all about how far you drove.
No.
Because we used to say to you, "Why do you keep doing that?" She drives
silly ones. Yeah.
One Christmas, I mean, you just went from here, which is I don't know how far, and then you got to there, then you go into there to Scotland. It just felt like you would. Yeah. It must have took you about a day just to get there. And that's a lot. I mean, some of you live in big countries, so you're probably used to that, but we're not. And But if you like driving, then we used to think she was mad, but she enjoyed driving.
It didn't used to bother me, but after the accident, it's bothering me more. Let's put it that way. So maybe this is a good opportunity to do a lot less driving.
Yeah, maybe it's the universe telling you to slow down.
Yes, and where my kids live, it's easy to get around on public transport. I do it a lot when I go and see Fee now, because I tend to, 9 times out of 10, I'll just fly from Manchester to Manchester from here, and then we're on the buses and trams.
That's buses and trams,
it's
apparently.
A bus and a tram. When I had the accident, I then found it really easy to get round in Brighton.
Yeah, so it gave you an insight already,
Yeah, and Isla and Marley at the moment, they're in London anyway, so London's London, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the same with me, isn't it? I mean, I'm going to UK next week, and I'm not driving. It's a bit frustrating because when we got the new car, it'd be great because we have a reliable car to go to the UK, not thinking how busy London is, which is where majority of the time I have to go because that's where they are, my children. It's a parking. There's so many cars around, so it's difficult to park. Yeah. Wasn't too bad in the Twingo because that's a nice easy car to park, but a big car on top of that, it's a new car and we don't want anything to happen to it, so now we're not using the car to go to UK, which we thought, it'd be great to do that. So I don't know. So, but I do know that I've got trains. With me, it's just trains and buses to use. Whereas for you, you've got the tram as well when you go to Manchester.
Manchester, there's trams. Yeah.
I've got a.
You've got a
what they used to call a black man's pinch, but I don't know what it's called now.
No.
An ethnic pinch.
You can't call it an ethnic pinch. That's even worse.
Anyway,
it's like a blood blister, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even know how I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I've got lots of injuries. We could talk about that in a minute.
Yeah,
look, there's my grace.
So one appear on her head today. She's got a cut on her hand.
Yes, I also shut this finger in a hinge.
Well done.
That really hurt.
I'll tell you something. I think we get more accident prone as we found out. Menopause causes you to be unbalanced, and we didn't know, but it's great because we've got an excuse now. But making the beds the other day, I mean, my mattress is quite heavy, and I said to you, I've got pain here. And I think a lot of it's because I'm just that look for a couple of inches and then tucking in. Oh. So it's quite heavy and I can feel it just doing that. It's not bad, but I couldn't make out why I'd done it. And then this morning or yesterday morning, I sort of did that, went like that and banged my funny bone. You know, I don't know what it's really called.
Humerus.
And I just wanted to cry. Yeah. It was such a horrible pain.
Bone.
Yeah, I know, because it's humerus, yeah.
And a cricketer did that earlier on.
You did what?
A cricketer did that earlier on.
A cricketer
got hit on his.
She's been listening to the cricket on the radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we got off the subject because you had to show your ethnic pinch.
Yeah. So no, we were talking about injuries and stuff. Yeah, that started it, didn't it? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So
you're going to.
I'm going to the UK. I'm going for a week. And so as not to put my children out, even though I feel a bit guilty that I'm not just going to sleep on the sofa or whatever, it's nice to go and get a good night's sleep in a good bed. So I'm going to stay in a Premier Inn. Is it Premier Inn or Travel Lodge? Premier Inn at the airport when I go back because I've got such a silly early flight. But I'm staying in Travel Lodge.
Yes.
So they're much of a muchness, aren't they?
They're basic, but they're clean and tidy.
Yeah, nice beds. So so that's what I'll be doing. So I'll be getting a good night's sleep. And not only that, my children at work during the day, they just can't. They have to have time off with the children for holidays, so they can't be having time off with me as well.
No, mine are much the same.
So I should be meeting them whenever they get off work, which is going to be mainly evenings.
Yeah,
I think. The Saturday will be better because obviously it's got the whole day to see, and I can't remember which one I'm seeing then, but we'll be doing something anyway. So it's going to be good to have a bit of a catch up. One of the main reasons, what prompted it was I was asking my children what Christmas presents were wanted for the children, and a couple of years ago I made I'm calling it a phone prop. Someone on YouTube called it a weird thing. That's what she actually called it. This weird thing is very useful. But it's like a triangular pyramid thing. You might remember.
This is Isla. Do you mind if we have a quick break? Sorry.
Yeah, so one of the reasons for going over was because I've made these foam props, which are like a pyramid thing. Because Alan, my son, when I asked about what presents they wanted, he did say, well, actually, we could do with some more of those foam props that you made them before, because there's not enough to go round. And they've obviously had a fight about and thrown them at each other. I think one might have got broken, and it turns out, and I'm really pleased, but this was 3 or 4 years ago, and they use them all the time. So I decided.
I use mine every day. I've got mine up on my.
Really, I've got one. Never touch it. Weird, isn't it?
I use mine when I'm watching things in bed. Yeah.
But I decided I was going to make one, because there's 6 of them. There's 4 children and obviously mum and dad, and I was going to make them one each, but I ended up making 5 because, by all accounts, my granddaughter has got her own one that goes with a tablet or something, so she probably wouldn't use it. But they've obviously got a couple already that are still okay, but I thought, well, I'll make them all. I'll make 5, and then they can choose their own. So yeah. Took me a little while to get the size right again. I don't know, I managed to forget the measurements, but because they contain rice, that's the weight of them. I'm only going travelling cheap as I usually do, and it's going to be the bag under the seat. So, and that combined with the weight, by the time I've got 5 of those in the bag, and a couple of other presents that I've made for our twins and their sister, I can't really take many clothes. No. So I'm going to be probably wearing a pair of trousers, taking a pair of trousers and a few tops. But once I've given them those, I'll have room in the case. So if I have to buy anything, I'll be hitting the charity shop to find something to wear. But I really don't need to. It's annoying that I have to do it that way, but it is what it is. So that's the plan. So I'm going over to take them over, because we'd already sent 2 boxes with presents in. Frank and David took them over and posted them for us. But I couldn't put these in the parcel as well, because it'd just be too expensive. So, it just gave me the excuse to go over. So I'm looking forward to a little bit of luxury in the hotel and seeing the children, obviously. So it's going to be. I'm in France for Christmas this year.
You're in France, yeah. UK last year. I'm not seeing one of my daughters over Christmas.
That's the cat feeder. You've probably heard that before.
Yes, cat feeder's going off. I think Lottie's in, so Lottie might be.
She might come running down, yeah. But
Sorry.
It worked out well, didn't it, as well, because you hadn't planned to go to the UK, and then this happened with the car, and they were coming anyway, so.
Yes,
It worked out all right.
Yeah, so Isla and Marley are spending this Christmas with Marley's mum. And the added attraction is that Marley has a very sweet niece. Yeah. Who's 2.
And the thing is, Christmas is about children as well, isn't it? And especially when they're little.
And the same for Daisy. Daisy will be with her family this year. Again, there's a little niece involved.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, Hazel.
Yeah.
So I've got Callum coming over from Brighton on the ferry as a foot passenger. So I'm picking him up at Dieppe. Before that, Fee's coming over from Manchester as well. It's a shame that, because Fee's. Well, I said to Fee, it's a show because Fee's off sick at the moment. You couldn't come earlier, because obviously they booked a flight thinking it was last day of work.
Oh right, yes.
But then they said, I don't know, Mum, I think I'd be bored.
Well, it's always the same when you're not at home, isn't it?
Well, there's
at
not
home you can always find something to do.
Yeah, and there's not a lot for them to do here. We do live in the middle of nowhere, so so that would be lovely having Callum and Fee over for Christmas, and no doubt we'll talk to Isla and Marley over Christmas as well. So that'd be nice.
And then come New Year's, we're all together for New Year's Eve.
Yes, we will be.
So that's something we'd probably
Yeah.
do the same as we did
Fee will still
last
be here.
year. We'll be going to one of the local
Sorry, I'm
restaurants
fluffing
and
this
getting the meal.
Mm.
It's something we've just sort of gotten into the habit of. Anybody that's been watching regularly knows that we've gotten the habit of doing this it sounds Sylvester here, and so Natalie and Leon have always done it. They've always got a meal in, and then it saves the cooking. It can be a bit of a faff and it can be quite funny, but because there's always a mistake of some sort.
There was some dish melting a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the dish, even though it's supposed to go in the microwave, Leon insisted it was all right in the oven, and because the dish just went, but the food was okay.
The food was okay.
So anyway, so we've got that to look forward to as well. And then come January, obviously Duncan and I are away, so
And
so that's the future.
Yes.
Yeah, and Sharon will be looking for a new car.
Yeah.
So she's got a big decision at the moment. Does she just buy a car? Does she lease a car? So what do you do? Do you lease your car? Because we're thinking leasing for someone on their own, like Sharon is a better option because there's less to worry about, if you like.
Yeah.
If the gas needs anything, you just take it into the garage. She's got
Yes.
Duncan. Duncan can usually do stuff, but
Yes, Duncan
it's
did
not
my oil
always
change
available all the time,
this
and
year.
it's just peace of mind for you, isn't it? So
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So that's that. So I think isn't much else to report. Oh no! Last time we were talking about our yoga, and because as you know, we've been going to yoga. Duncan and I have been going regularly. I've been going 3 times a week, I think. Twice a day. Tuesday and Saturday. Then for a little while I was doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday because Duncan couldn't drive and he goes on Thursday, so I was going with him. And now our instructor is on a boat somewhere. She's the most selfish person, just going off on holiday
when we
need yoga. Anyway, so I've been trying to do some yoga at home. I have got a mat. I have got blocks, which you've got those as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I've just bought a big yoga bolster cushion. I'm not going to go into all of that. I'll start even demonstrating, but it's a good thing to have because it's support when you want to get your legs up in the air and let's not go there.
Yoga.
Let's not go there. Anyway, so but because of part of that, I think we mentioned last time that we were going to a yin yoga, and our instructor Leanne, which is you can't say instructress these days. No. She does this more of a relaxing one. There's a few moves, but you stay in the moves for a bit longer, don't you?
Yes,
a few minutes longer. Some of them are quite uncomfortable, but it's obviously only uncomfortable because we aren't as flexible as we should be. And then she gets you all set up with cushions and blankets. The lights are dimmed, aren't they? And she's got nice smell in the air, and we get lavender things on her eyes, and could very easily fall asleep. But it was really lovely.
It was lovely. She made us a little tea as well.
Yes, was it sort of ginger and honey and lemon or something? But it's really, really nice. And I was due to go for another one, I think it was 2 weeks ago, but it had to be cancelled because we had snow. And a lot of people are a bit worried about driving in that sort of weather. I mean, she's in the country lanes though, isn't she? She's not.
Yes.
If she was in the centre of a town, the roads would have been clearer, but because she's off on a beaten track, it could have been a bit dangerous. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. So hopefully that'll be rescheduled for the new year as well.
I've got one booked.
You've got one for.
Well, you're away, I think.
Well, that's it. She's going on my birthday.
Yeah. Well, obviously I'm bereft.
Well, I'll be away on my birthday, and Sharon's celebrating by doing some yin yoga.
Doing some more of that.
Yeah, so we're getting all geared up now. Say Christmas and holiday. So, and obviously before that I'm going away.
So it's the 5th today, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah, I think it is.
I'm looking at my calendar, which is 2
so
days
that
behind.
means it's a month tomorrow that we go away.
Oh, exciting!
Yes.
Yeah.
And Duncan is constantly looking on Google at the weather to see what the temperatures are now. What's the point in that? It could dramatically change in a month. But generally, they say that the month we're going is one of the warmer months. So that's hopefully.
Yeah.
And they obviously do get some rain, but hopefully won't get much of it. So
No, it should be lovely.
Anyway, should we dip into the Nosey Jug now?
We could do.
Because we haven't done it for ages. A shuffle, not that it makes any difference. We don't know what's in there.
Don't know what's in. Well, you did at one stage because you put them in there.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't remember now. God, that was months ago. What's this one? What's something you would like to do but have never dared to?
Oh, never dared to.
Yeah.
Things I'm a bit scared of, I suppose.
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it?
Helicopter ride.
That's on my list, actually.
Because when we went to New York years ago, one of the things you can do is you can go on a helicopter ride around the whatever bay it is, and then over the Statue of Liberty, which is obviously just a bit further out. So, so I quite fancied that. It was a bit expensive at the time. I don't think that I had the money.
We had the same experience because when we went to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, of course you did, yes.
And they do it there again, but it's so expensive, so we couldn't do it. But I've always wanted, to do a helicopter ride. Scared, but it's one of those things like flying. It's always scary, but I always like to do it.
I kind of hang out now. Maybe someone will get badly injured.
What do you mean by that?
And then I could go in a medivac,
Goodness sake, what a way to think. Look at her.
Don't you do that when you watch them sometimes on the telly when they pick them up in a helicopter? You think, I'd go with them.
Yeah. Can I come? Yeah.
I don't know the person who's been injured.
Yeah, no, but I'll come with you. What else? What is this? I suppose in a way,
you don't want to jump out of a plane or anything.
You've done this, but I've
jumped out of a plane.
I'd like in sometimes, even though I'm scared, but that's what it's all about, is to go on a motorbike. I've never done that.
Oh.
You've done that, didn't you, with an ex?
I have done that.
Yeah.
It wasn't particularly fast, but I was scared.
You were scared, yeah.
It's when you go round roundabouts and you lean. And I'm going to fall off,
That's the bit that worries me. When you see some people on the bikes, they lean so far.
Yeah.
And you think, how do they manage to get back up again? It's weird.
I had a moped before I learnt to drive.
Mm.
But
did you lean over like that on that?
No. Yeah. I think the speedometer only went up to 30 miles an hour. So I wasn't going very fast.
It's a moped for you though, isn't it?
But I did enjoy it.
Mobilette or something, isn't it? They call them here.
I don't know what they call them here.
Something like that,
yeah.
Right, what have you got?
Is it easy for you to accept help from people? Being honest.
It depends on what it is, really. If it's something I know I can probably do quicker myself, and I'm fussy about, probably not. But if it's something that I need to learn to do, and I know I can benefit from, and gain more knowledge of it, I'd find that easy enough. Yeah, so it depends on what it is.
Depends what it is.
What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
You don't have any question, do you, with people helping you, really, generally? Yeah.
No. I'm quite happy to help people. I'm quite happy for them to help me, really. Yeah, because there's lots of things I don't know.
Yeah. Because I've been here before now and she's doing something, struggling with it, and I was like, would you like some help? Or shall I do it? Yeah, all right then.
Or I go, especially sewing. I just look all doughy-eyed.
Yeah, because we've been. The most recent thing is, some of you might have seen it on Instagram, but Sharon's been making Christmas sacks. And that's another partly why at Sharon's today is because we're going to just sort out the drawstrings. And I've bought my machine that's just here because I've decided to get on with a quilt. So. I've done this before. I made a quilt for my daughter, but I can't remember. It's herringbone, but I can't remember how you put it together. So no doubt I'll get on YouTube.
Yes, that's what we normally do, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. Oh, another long one. Oh God. What do you think people will be nostalgic about in 500 years?
500?
It's a long time, isn't it?
It is. I suppose the thing to do is go back 500 from here.
God, yeah, what would that have been?
500. That's a long time.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking, that's not, so 500. So 14th, 16th, yeah. So 1620, something like that. Is that right? God, I'm terrible at maths.
Is that crinoline times?
Is it crinoline times?
I only go to say that because that's one thing. Whenever I see a costume drama, I quite often think, I wish I'd lived during those times, but only because of the clothes. Because you had that nice tight girdle. I'd have a waist, which I haven't got now. Things
but
like
you wouldn't
that.
be able to breathe.
I
You'd
know,
have been laced
but
up
I'm not
with
necessarily
an inch
thinking
of
of
life.
that. But that's I don't know if you could be nostalgic, being as you didn't live
Yes,
it.
yes.
But I suppose it is just thinking of what you would have like with if someone
500 years is a long, long time. When you think how quickly technology and everything moves now, 50 years is a long time.
Yeah.
50 years ago is our teenage years.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
Yeah.
It's the 70s. It's flares and platform shoes. So I can be nostalgic maybe for a short period of time. I mean, will we ever get flying cars? We were promised flying cars, and we haven't had them yet.
No.
Will there still be humans in 500 years?
All the films say we will have.
Exactly.
But,
where are these flying cars?
About Back to the Future? They do have some sort of hoverboard now, don't they? But it's just been a bit long time coming.
Yes.
But I suppose you've got to think about people in 500 years. What would they have liked to have done
that we're
in
doing.
our time? And maybe breathe.
Live above water.
Yeah, and sit to be able to relax, and perhaps they might even get nostalgic about working, because most people it's going to be working from home or not even working at all. That's what they reckon.
As I say, 500 years. I mean, the whole planet could have gone by then.
Well, yeah. So perhaps they've been nostalgic for a planet.
For a planet. Oh, I wish I'd lived on Earth. Do you know, 500 years ago, people used to live on Earth. Now we can only look at it from Mars.
Yeah. Right, next.
Yeah, this is a lot less philosophical.
Oh, okay.
Coffee or tea?
Is that all it is? Or both.
Depends on the time of day, doesn't it?
Well, to me, in the morning, it's got to be a coffee. The first thing, but I wouldn't object if I didn't have any coffee. I'd just have a tea.
I would.
So that's all I have is my caffeine is usually my first 2 cups of the day. But sometimes I'll come round here to Sharon or say, do you want a tea? And I'll forget that I should have a fruit tea and I'll have a tea then. But
yeah,
generally morning is caffeine, isn't it?
Yeah, so I will have a couple of strong coffees first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you're stronger than me, I think, don't you?
And then maybe a tea at lunchtime. Yeah.
Talking about that, we bought our coffee machine broke. And we thought we want to get a decent one, but they, as you probably know, they're really expensive. One of the ones we were looking at was like 400 or 500, and I know there's some people who say, "Oh, mine cost 1,000 or something." But so we said, right, just for the interim, before we decide which one we're going to get and get the money together for it, we bought a little. What do they call them? They're just a percolator.
Yeah.
But
filter coffee, isn't it?
Obviously in the box it looked okay, and for the money we thought, oh, that'll do for now. But it's like that big,
it's little baby,
tiny, with a tiny little pot. You can make 6 French cups of coffee, which are those, it's like espresso size, aren't they? So obviously we only have 2 large ones out of it, but it's so delicate. If I pull the pot, sometimes I have to hold the actual thing still, just take the pot out, I was like drag it around the worktop. So but that's that. Yeah, so I drink both really. I used to always just prefer tea. I went for a long time with not having coffee.
I was the other way round. I drank very little tea. Yeah.
So I enjoy a fruit tea now, which is just as well, because if you're going to cut down on caffeine and that.
Oh, I used to drink so much coffee.
Yeah.
And then I used to wonder why I'm so anxious.
Good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
It didn't help.
Yeah.
It certainly didn't help.
Well, it's these conflicting things. I give it up because they're saying about caffeine was obviously bad for you. It's one of these, another carcinogenic or whatever. But the next thing you know, they're saying it's good for it. So, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to my youngest, wasn't I? Marley has never had, but has never really indulged in caffeine, and Isla has given up, been trying to give up caffeine.
Oh, I got that in the conversation.
One of the reasons she looks so tired. Because what she say? They went to bed about 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Because it's a busy time for Marley, but obviously Isla helps out a lot because Marley runs markets and also has a stall at markets. So, yeah.
I've shared Marley's link on the screen before for
so
a website.
Yes, Marblehead is the stuff that they make.
Yeah.
And then they run markets which other people are at, and they're called Artifarty. So there's an Artifarty market tonight.
Because this time of year she's going to be busier.
Yeah. Right, up to you.
What is the funniest moment you've ever shared with a stranger?
With a stranger?
God. I don't often go around talking to strangers. Well, no.
It's funny.
You don't always think about it, do you? Especially as an adult, you just do, don't you?
Funniest.
If you're waiting in a queue or something like that, isn't it?
I mean, I've got a really embarrassing one, which I find funny now, but was embarrassing at the time, which I think I've said on here before. When I was swimming and I did backstroke and my boobs fell out my bikini.
But someone saw it?
Yes, someone saw it, yeah. And I wondered why he was kind of sniggering.
So was that stranger not a stranger anymore?
He saw more of me than I usually suppose, but yeah. So I was doing my backstroke, bikini up here.
Wasn't a knitted bikini, no. That is asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know you've got me thinking.
Stranger.
I suppose
stranger.
The only way I'd say is you can have a laugh if we're over in the bar. We don't really know some of the people that are in the bar, and you have a joke with them.
Yes,
and it's quite good for a bit of a language thing occasionally if we've understood what they've said. But I think that's mainly it. It's just in the bar. I can't think of any that stand out.
No,
probably will when I get home. But at the moment, I can't think of it. Next.
What do you daydream about?
Oh, daydream. The next meal, usually. What am I going to make for the next meal?
Oh, see, I'm thinking I do daydream a lot about what I do with my lottery winnings.
Yeah, but that's something I more or less would come up with, I suppose, if we've quite often said, haven't we, what we'd do, and most people do, don't they? If they won the lottery, what would they spend it on? Yeah. But I don't know, daydreaming about.
So maybe when you're sitting there without the telly on, I'm not very good at just being silent, am I?
No, I'm the same. I've got to have something on in the background. But no, I think you always think, like obviously I'm divorced. You were divorced, now widowed. You often wonder if that hadn't happened, what would I be doing now?
Yeah.
What would I be doing now? How different would things have been? Yeah. I know I'm better off than I was, but if things hadn't happened the way they would, I'd be living with someone the same age as me or a year older, which I've often thought would be strange now because I got so used to Duncan being younger. I do sometimes think he keeps me a little bit younger. And then, and I worry for him that I'm older and, he's got to look after a really old lady one day. But he's really looking after a really old lady now, but...
but you never know, do you? That's going to get a bit morbid, but there's an assumption that the older person is going to be
I've noticed
ill first, but it doesn't always
that's
work
come
like
up in
that.
Conversation before. You're assuming that I'll go first. It is a horrible thing to think about, but...
You don't like
Right, who was the last one? I can't remember now. Did you ask that one?
Daydream, yes I did.
Yeah.
It's just like a big hand comes...
I'm never really sure this one. Have you ever had an epiphany?
An epiphany?
Now let's try and get that right. What is the meaning of an epiphany? Is it a sudden? It's like having a light bulb moment, isn't it?
Yes, a sudden realisation.
Yeah.
Often that changes your life. That's what people say.
Well, I'd say that was probably it. When I
Yeah.
decided I was going to leave leave my ex. I can't.
I suppose for me it was coming to France. Deciding after years of saying, "Oh, I'd quite like to live in France one day."
Yeah, I mean
saying,
I suppose that's an obvious one for me, because it was more my epiphany than it was Duncan's. But I think he's been forever grateful that I did.
Well, we
I
talked
had my
about
epiphany.
it before, that after my best friend died. I think that was my epiphany. It was kind of, what am I waiting around for? You know, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to do something, do it now. You know. So,
no, definitely.
Yeah. I've had lots of other epiphanies that haven't worked out. Right, from today, I'm going to eat really healthily and give up chocolate.
Is an epiphany, I suppose, a positive thing or a negative? I've never thought of that before.
Do you have negative epiphanies? That's not very easy to say.
I don't know.
Negative epiphany. I suppose you can. You can have a realisation that something you've done was really
You shouldn't
bad.
have done or something, yeah.
What is the silliest way you've ever got an injury?
Oh, God.
I'm currently wearing 3 or 4. Is that one?
One that always sticks in my mind is when we were living in the UK, and we were living in Erith, in Friday Road. That's somewhere that's I've done a video showing you where that is. And we had our friends round, and this is back in the day when we were obviously much younger and we used to drink much more. But I went up, we were going to do a board game or something, so I went up the stairs to get, because I could visualise this now, went up the stairs to get the board game or something, and then managed to fall down the stairs. And I can remember I fell down the stairs, but no one come running. And my friend, she always says it was hilarious because we could all hear this boom, 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 boom of me falling down the stairs, but no one moved. And eventually they all come out. But the next day I was black and blue. But it makes it silly because, yeah, it was just the situation at the time.
Yes. I think, again, drunken situations.
Yeah, always.
I do remember I was wearing this kind of, it must have been the summer, cotton suit. So I can't remember what the top looked like. But it was what would be called a cord thing these days. Yeah. So it was like matching cotton trousers and a shirt or something.
Yeah.
And when I got up the next morning, it was just black down one side. So I'd obviously slipped over in the dirt or something. The other one, talking about my friend Jackie, I remember her doing, we drunkenly made our way back to her place and she put the key in the door, but instead of just turning the key, she turned her whole body, fell in a bush. Instead of going, she went... All of it. I remember laughing about that.
If you don't already watch it, I don't know if you do, but on Instagram there's a what do they call them on there? Is it a group or a? But there's one called. It's basically the one just for drunk people. So that people put videos on all the time about things that people have done when they're drunk, and they are hilarious. Nearly as funny as, and I always feel like I shouldn't laugh, because funny, I was telling Duncan about it the other day, is they show the ones where people fall down the stairs and slip over in the ice. And Duncan said, how can you find that funny? That would really hurt. And I thought, it is, it's hilarious.
It'd be funny if I did it as well, though.
Well, I think it would be funny if I did it. All right, I might hurt myself, but if I played it back to myself, I think it was hilarious. But
you get a lot now where people are caught on their Ring cameras, because people have these...
Yeah, at the front door.
Yeah. Cameras, on their doorbells or whatever, so a lot of things are caught on there.
Yeah, let's see if I can find the name of that.
I'm going to check the cricket.
I've been watching the cricket. Oh, right. Yeah, the on Instagram, the one I've got here is called Drunk Grown-Ups. And that's what they say, it's dedicated to drunk people, basically. So look for that if you're on Instagram, because it'll give you a good laugh.
I always remember one... I think it was a couple sitting in a car on a hill, and they filmed this guy trying to walk up this hill very drunk, and he makes absolutely no progress. he he does a couple of steps, and then it goes back down, and he tries going sideways, but he's still not getting anywhere up this hill.
It's the one as well where they take a step and then doing this really fast on the ice, and they stand still and their legs start to go, and then they're scrambling again, and again they get nowhere. But yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Dear, me too. I can't remember who went last.
No, what was we talking about? Oh, the accident one.
Yes.
Silly mistake. Oh, it's your turn then, isn't it? I think.
No, I think
you
I
asked
read that
it.
out. Yeah.
What's the most annoying musical instrument?
Annoying.
Yeah.
When the bagpipe starts up. So
Yeah.
that bit at the beginning when it goes, but I quite like it when it gets going.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The other thing is, sorry, Isla. Isla learning to play the recorder.
Yeah, I was just going to say the recorder, or like a penny whistle, something with a really high pitch,
Yes.
or a badly played violin.
Yes, and this wasn't when they were little either. This was, Isla was a teaching assistant for a little while after they left uni, and it was her old music teacher from school who she learnt to play steel pans with, and the music teacher was teaching the kids how to play recorder, so Isla decided to learn at the same time. So she was in her early 20s, and I'd be in my room and she'd be in her bedroom, and oh Jesus, it was hard. It was hard.
I'll tell you what.
Goes,
it can be hilarious though, can't it, as well? I mean, if you heard a whole band that was playing, like the other day there was something on Instagram again, and it was a whole band playing and singing a Christmas thing, and all the parents were in the audience, but it was so bad that I'd love to know what the parents were actually saying. But another thing is, even if it's done on purpose, when a piano's played badly, do you remember Les Dawson?
Yeah.
Les Dawson, an English comedian, he used to do it purposely and pull a silly face, but just from memories, just hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some that best if they are planned properly, really.
This is a good one, especially for someone who can't swim. If you could jump into a pool of anything, what would it be full of? I don't want you to drown.
No.
So it'd have to be paddling, probably. What would you like to paddle through? See, I immediately thought custard.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought immediately chocolate, but I don't know why.
Chocolate.
Because it'd be very sticky.
Yeah, but you could shower afterwards. You just
just suck some chocolate in as you're swimming round. But I think you'd be a bit ill. It'd be a bit
eventually,
ill,
but it'd take a while.
Yeah, that's probably the same with me. Yeah, it'd probably be something sweet. But yeah, we'd probably regret the stickiness after.
Curry.
Can you imagine that getting into... You'd be yellow for life, wouldn't you?
Turmeric on it forever.
Yeah. Right, you've got to choose one. This is a bit weird. Eyelashes or eyebrows?
What, whether I want them?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say. I suppose if you could live without one or the other, I suppose.
If I could live without one or the other... I don't know, because you can. Lots of people wear false eyelashes now, anyway, don't you? False brows.
Well, it could be that. Maybe it could be that. If you was going to have false, what would it be?
Eyelashes.
Eyebrows or eyelashes?
I don't like it when people paint enormous.
The eyebrows, neither do I.
They've kind of gone out of fashion a little bit now, haven't they? They're really.
Yeah, I suppose you don't see it quite as much.
No.
I saw a little video the other day. This woman was having hers dyed, and they took because they do like a frame, don't they, to make the shape.
Like a stencil.
And they took the stencil. They took the stencil off, and you could see this woman, her face. She was horrified, but because she sort of, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? I've got to pay for this. But then they washed all the excess off, and she was so happy with it.
I suppose it's like having henna done, isn't it? Because it's really dark.
Yeah.
At first, and then it's the orange. Yeah.
Well, I didn't. Obviously, having had treatment, I didn't have a lot of choice. I lost eyebrows and eyelashes, and I didn't have a lot to start with, and I still haven't now. But since then, I haven't even bothered with mascara.
No.
But I did have false eyelashes for my daughter's wedding, and I thought I would hate them. But it's funny, you get used to them because they're very, very light, aren't they? My daughter, especially one of them, she wears like the sort of individual ones almost all the time when she goes out.
Yeah, they are quite.
I think you are what you are. I know it's different when you're younger, but
I think we come from a different generation where maybe flaws were more acceptable. I think now there's an expectation that you look a certain way, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, just thinking about it, I think
quite
prior to us in the 60s, they used to wear a lot of false eyelashes,
they did,
didn't they?
and eyeliner.
I don't remember it so much.
In our era, no, definitely not.
Have a couple more, and then we'll.
Who is the biggest drama queen in your family? Ooh, are you going to be honest, or do they watch?
I'd say probably my eldest, because she doesn't hold back. She can be. All my kids can be very dramatic, usually in a funny way. They usually go over the top. They can get a bit loud, but she can. She'll be more over the top than the others. It's just how she is. Takes after her father. I'm not like that.
Was he a bit of a drama king?
Bit loud, really. And I suppose in some ways, all my kids, especially two of them, like to perform. They do like to be the funny one and everything, but they're all funny. Yeah. What about yours?
I don't know as they've got older. Certainly Fee when they were all younger.
Yeah.
We always used to say Fee could flounce for a country.
Don't imagine that.
There's a lot that went on and a lot of doors slamming and
really?
when they were like a teenager.
Yeah.
Where the other two were more lock themselves away. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if you think about it, if drama queen as in making the mountain out of a molehill, that's about something, isn't it?
That was. And now they've all become much more like each other, but it was more obvious when they were younger, I suppose.
If you're watching, Emma, I'm sure you'll agree with me.
We love you.
Yes, because you did the drama queen bit, didn't you? What do you look for? Oh, here we go. What do you look for when finding new friends? She's not allowed to find any more new friends.
No.
I think we touched on this something similar before.
We've certainly talked about what's important in a relationship.
Yeah.
To me, that suggested you go out looking for friends.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, maybe people do, where certainly here I just acquired some of yours.
Well, there's almost accidental friends,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes.
We just...
People that you find you get on with.
Yeah. Exactly.
So since I've been here, it's been Max and Julie and Jackie, and of course you. But I knew you anyway. But for new friends since I've been in France, it's been those three, and it's you just find you've got something in common with people. I think so. It's finding things in common, things you both laugh at, things you both like to talk about.
It is the things in common. I think it's one of the most important because that's obviously going to prompt everything, isn't it?
But you always have things that are different about you. You don't want a friend who's a carbon copy, do you?
No.
You need to have some kind of...
behaving like twins or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah. All very similar, this. What's a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Control of the remote control.
Yeah.
No, I don't want one of those anymore.
Just that, I suppose... I don't know, just anger, but everybody gets angry occasionally, don't they? Deal breaker. Well, I wouldn't want them to be relying on me for money because obviously they wouldn't get anywhere, would they?
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that I don't actually want a relationship anymore makes it difficult to judge.
I think if they were the sort of person that didn't necessarily want to look after me, put it that way, I think that's because I've got so used to being looked after.
Like being looked after, don't you?
Although that negative side of that is sometimes I think, just let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm the opposite.
It's that independence bit. Sometimes I just get a bit annoyed that I lose that occasionally, but then most of the time I do need the help.
Where I've been the looker after in most of my relationships, which is why I sort of gave up on them after a while.
Right, yeah, so now you've got more of the freedom with that.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't want to take on another project.
No, that's true. That's one way of putting it. A project in a relationship's it's not a good one. Yeah,
he'll be great when I change him. No, that's not going to happen.
I don't know. I think there's plenty of women out there that I suppose might see that they've got someone with the right looks, but they need to tweak them a bit.
Yeah. It doesn't happen.
I don't know. I think sometimes it happens without you probably realising it. We all change a bit to adapt
you grow
to the relationship,
each other, don't you? That's good. That's
But it's just if you find yourself changing so much that you're not yourself anymore, that's not good then.
No, too much compromise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're now going to have some lunch. I don't think there's anything more to report, but I'm going to try and do them more often, I think, because it does appear that people prefer the podcasts to some of the other videos, so fingers crossed. And don't forget to share with your friends. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I think this is...